Hey Michio, you're so fine, you wear nice like your hair sublime. Hey Michio, hey Michio, hey Michio, you're so fine, you like physics and you like to smile. Hey Michio, hey Michio, oh Michio, you're so fine, but what you do with your precious time. Hey Michio.
Hello everybody and welcome to the 665 show, the show that still loves to wash in your old bathwater, makes us feel like you'd never love another, we can't help it, you're our kind of man.
Hey Michio.
That was quite an intro that was, wasn't it? Don't you agree, Mark? Do you not think that was amazing?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
What was that about, though? Here,
Nah, I've never.
Michio.
I don't know. Just whatever I can pick up.
Okay.
We're going to start on a bit of a sad note, Mark. I'm sorry. We have some sad news from the 665 universe, if you will call it that, the microverse that it is us. Our esteemed co-host, Mr. Richard Smith, will be unable to join us for this evening.
You're joking me.
No,
Why? What's his excuse now?
Not
comical building.
Not again. Not after. Well, basically, he's on final written warning for that anyway, so we're okay from that. But the legal team have sent us this one. They've sent due to certain legal reasons and global geopolitical situation involved in Malaysia. He's actually unable to exist at this current moment in time. So it's not that he can't. He's just not there. He doesn't exist at this moment in time. Which
Okay.
That's a bit of a shame. I mean, really, what I've been thinking of is ways to kind of get him to re-exist before the show, but I couldn't really think of anything, so I had to get some sort of list of co-hosts down, and I had a couple. I had a look for Bill Murray, famous American actor Bill Murray, but he was busy.
Yeah, was he busy?
Making food around someone's house because that's fucking Bill Murray and he's cool. And a couple of others, but would you believe it?
Who else did you try, Keith?
Well, I tried one that I'm quite impressed about, mate, and we've actually got him on the line now. I don't know if you... I don't know if you'll be
excited.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll be aware of him. I think you will. Have you ever heard of Dr. Michio Kaku?
Michio Kaku?
Yeah, Dr. Michio Kaku, yeah, the...
What, American physicist?
The leader at this moment in time in string theory research and other theoretical discussions.
The Einstein of the 21st century, Michio Kaku.
The doctor himself. I am very glad to say, and welcome, Dr. Michio Kaku. Dr. Kaku, how are you? How are you?
Hi there, gentlemen.
Hello.
How are you?
We're all right, thank you, Doctor. I'm all right. First of all, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to be part of the 665, a one-off special presenter. Again, thank you so much. How, if you don't mind me asking, how are you finding England? Have you been here before? Have you sort of been here before? Are you enjoying it?
Well, gentlemen, I just really want to say to you, it's a beautiful place, but let's be honest with everybody. I'm talking to you via Skype. I'm still... Look, you shouldn't be saying this. I know that it's probably destroying the illusion, but to be fair, I'm still in Malibu.
Oh.
Wow.
I was in London a few days ago. It was beautiful.
Yeah. So you enjoyed it.
But I'm back in Malibu now. But I'm gracious and humbled that you invited me over here, gentlemen, to take part in this radio show of yours.
Yeah, it was. I can't believe you're actually here. To be honest, it's
I cannot believe it.
Yeah, it's such a.
Well, Michio, I've read one of your books. Can I call you Michio, Dr. Kaku? Or?
Hey, Mark, is it Mark?
Mark, yes, yeah.
Mark, you can call me Michio. No airs and graces, just Dr. Michio. Michio is fine. It's absolutely fine.
Michio, I've read a couple of your books. Is it the Physics of the Future? No, the Physics of the Impossible? Unbelievable.
Absolutely
Unbelievable
right.
work.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones that I had the good fortune to get published soon after
Wow.
my theories had come out as a general paper.
Wow.
Well,
I can't believe it. Keith, how did you pull this off?
It's, you know, as I say, I was looking into ways to put Richard back into existence, and a lot of it has to do with kind of the stuff that the Doctor's been working on and thinking about for a while.
Yeah.
So we got him on board, which is great. You know,
Keith, I'd rather you not call me the Doctor, England, Doctor Who. I get it a lot. Please, you just call me Micho.
No problem, Michio. No problem. Well, I mean, Michio, if you'd like to, obviously, because you're here now, very thankful of that. We're gonna get you to join in with what we do here on the 665. I don't know if you've listened to it before, but we usually start off by asking each other what we've been up to. So Michio, what have you been up to? What have you been up to over the past couple of days?
Well, gentlemen, it's been a busy morning. After waking up to the beautiful morning sun breaking through the blinds of my Malibu pad, I whispered into my darling's ear the life cycle of a neutron star, whilst simultaneously caressing the chain of events across her shoulders down to the small of her back. At the base of her back, I travelled downwards further, whilst explaining the collapse of a neutron star leads inevitably to a black hole. Needless to say, approximately an hour later, I say approximately as obviously, as you know, time is relevant, and it's relative as well. It's time to drop her off at a test lab on the back of my Triumph motorcycle, and then I held an impromptu practical science lesson for my students in the comfy seating area of the Malibu Starbucks. It was quite funny because George Clooney happened to be in there, so I got him up on the counter, and using the cocoa shaker, we created the rooftop scene of Blade Runner, with me as Rutger Hauer, of course. My naked torso is ripped from all the surfing I've been forced to do as part of my impromptu beach tutorials. And then I came out with, I like to do a bit of a haiku. How infinitesimal is a grain of sand, a particle alone, yet part of something more. The tiniest thing in isolation is bigger than all of us and transcends all of our understanding of time and physical dimensions. And then I finished the tutorial and I said hey guys, I'm free this evening. I'm having a get together in my hot tub at 8. See you all there. And obviously I've just come straight back onto Skype, and I'm here for you gentlemen tonight.
Wow,
What a life!
That is
what
amazing.
What can I say? It's just it's part of my life.
What a brain and what a life!
Yeah, it's truly amazing. Wow.
What? How impertinent of me, gentlemen. What have you been up to today?
Well, I suppose, Mark, you, what have you been up to past couple of days?
Well, if I can just dry away the tears from the moving statement Michio's just made there.
Too right.
Just beautiful.
Definitely.
Well, I've spent the day pretty much like I've spent the past 15, just scouring through 4 million tweets about the missing aeroplane, MH370, of course.
Yeah, been quite a lot of news about that, Mark. Plane goes missing. We all seem to. We all like. Well, we don't like it. Obviously, it's a horrible.
Oh, I love
situation.
it.
I know you love it, Mark. Mitcho, yeah. What do you think? What do you think, buddy? You know, a plane goes missing and everyone goes crazy. Media goes crazy. What do you think about that?
Well, I've been thinking about this a lot, and there's been a lot of theories about aliens. I'm sure we'll talk about aliens later. Obviously, as far as I'm concerned, it's a terrible tragedy that's occurred. I just hope we can find it, but I think it's probably there's just been some sort of malfunction, and it's a lost plane.
Yeah, that probably.
That is it.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I suppose that's kind of what happened. I mean, it's probably not as interesting as some of the stuff you've been reading, Mark, is it?
Well,
just saying.
Obviously, with any big story, you get a fucking conspiracy idiots coming out with the woodwork.
Yeah.
And, for you, Keith, and for you, well, not for you, Michio, for Richard, but now for you, Michio, because I'm completely won over by you, if I'm honest with you.
Too right.
I've plunged myself into the shit-soaked rivers of conspiracy theorists for the last 2 weeks.
Hey, always fun.
I've traversed canyons of grade A shite. And I've witnessed prayer groups springing up online.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
What-
Opinions, of course, range from the predictable to the bizarre, but,
Yes.
it's always the same when there's a big story. What about you, Keith? What have you been up to?
Very little, really. I suppose this is the part of the show where I, tell you some partially true things that happened and then accentuate them to the point for comedy purposes. But at the moment, nothing really big has happened, to be honest with you. Oh yeah, I met Dr. Michio Kaku to get live on the
That's
show.
pretty much,
That was that's my year, to be honest with you, dude. That is my year. That is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm a little sorry because I think we may have lost Richard to a black hole. Or something.
If we get
Yeah.
Michio Kaku instead, I've got a question. Do we bring him back?
I'm starting to think not. I've got to be honest, but I know that I believe
He
Richard.
owns a motorcycle.
Yeah, I know, but Richard's loved ones listen to this program, and if we are going to sort of, forebode him to the black hole forever,
It's Michio Kaku.
I know, but Michio's time cannot be wasted. Obviously, Michio, we're not just going to make you a permanent member. You've obviously got plenty of other things to do with your time, haven't you? I'm sure, sir.
Well, gentlemen, I do want to. Basically, I don't know if you think my voice sounds a bit forced, but I'll be honest with you. This isn't my real voice. When I first started lecturing, I was told by my peers that I had to put on a voice with more gravitas than my real voice has. So I hope you don't mind, but from this point on, I'd rather speak in my real voice, if that's okay with you.
Well, I mean,
So
yeah,
any
yeah.
questions you have from now, I'll speak to you in my real voice.
Yeah, that's no problem
Yeah,
with
I've
me.
got no problem with that. It's a bit strange, but
Yeah, it seems
no problem with it.
a little odd.
Seems a bit odd.
Yeah,
Bit odd.
Just a little bit. Yeah. No problem, Michio. Please go ahead in your real voice from now on. Anything to make you feel comfortable, you go ahead, sir. That's we're happy to have you. I mean, Michio, do you have any? I suppose my first question has to be about Richard, our friend.
Richard, yeah.
Yeah, remember him.
Yeah,
Do
vaguely.
you have any idea, Michio? Basically, he doesn't exist anymore. For some reason, he's been completely wiped out of reality. I don't know how. We believe it may be a black hole. The legal team tells me they reckon it is a black hole. I mean, I haven't seen it myself, but there's a couple of places in Richard's house I've never been to. There may have been a black hole formed. How likely is it we're ever going to see Richard again?
Well, the thing is, my friends, I'm not sure if we're ever going to find Richard Smith, because to be honest with you, even though it could be a black hole, and I just want to tell you now, a lot of people, they say, man, you sound like Chris Tucker. And I don't sound like Chris Tucker, man. Chris Tucker sounds really high-pitched and really fast. He sounds so stupid. But in terms of Richard Smith, what I'd like to say is he probably, if he's enveloped into a black hole, there ain't no coming back from that, Keith.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. I don't think that's Michio. I don't want to actually turn the recording off here, but I've got to be honest with you. Mark, do you?
I don't. That Michio Kaku. Well, listen. What is Japanese American? It doesn't sound.
This is
Japanese American
precisely
to
the
me.
reason why I'm talking this voice, because every time I talk in this voice,
Okay,
people
calm down.
think I'm not real.
I'm sorry.
Calm down,
Real.
Michio.
Michio, we're
This is why
sorry.
I have to put
Yeah.
on my fake voice.
Michio, we're
Okay.
Okay, we're sorry. Maybe.
How dare you both?
Oh, sorry, Michio. Sorry, Doctor Michio Kaku. Sorry.
If you don't mind.
Sorry.
Michio, first of all, I'm really sorry. If you're comfortable speaking in your real voice, please go ahead.
Thank you.
Maybe, Mark, you have some sort of questions you might want to ask Michio? to sort of, make sure he is who he says he is, just asking some
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, sure, yeah, Keith, yeah, sure. Mitchell,
Yes.
how much would you agree with the statement? In one sense, gravity does not exist. What moves the planets and stars is the distortion of space and time.
Yeah. To do,
Well, I think that's quite true, and the reason I think that's quite true is I don't know if you've seen The Matrix, but gravity is a bit like the back of a spoon. You understand what I'm saying? And the thing about the back of a spoon is that bends round, but you can look at it one angle and it looks straight. The other side, it's not. And then sometimes, if you put it in the spaceship, excuse me, I got a little bit of a fragment. Sometimes there ain't no gravity; it's floating. So, in some regards, I agree with it wholeheartedly.
that sounds pretty much like a Micho answer. I've got to be honest.
That's a pretty good answer. I've got to be honest.
Were you talking in regards to S-duality, T-duality, or U-duality?
Well, I think it's you duality. I mean, I'm
not me.
Yeah,
I don't know, Mitchell, but it's actually a statement that you made.
yeah,
So which one were you thinking of when you made that statement?
yeah.
All of them. Everyone.
All of them.
All of them.
Yeah,
you think
but
Richard-
I can't. Yeah.
Do you think that Richard Smith could be on the American U.S. Army base Diego Garcia?
Well, I think it's unlikely, purely because it's hard to get to, and does he own a passport? I don't know.
Do you think Richard Smith going missing could be part of an Illuminati plot?
No.
Right.
No?
Okay. Well, that's probably all the information that Mitchell wants to give out on the Illuminati. Just to know that's understandable.
Okay, can I ask Mitchell another question just to make sure it's Richard?
Yeah,
just to make sure it's Mitchell.
right,
Yeah.
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 Just ask him
Yeah.
any of those
Okay.
excellent questions. Yeah.
Mitchell, in Physics of the Future, you state that to understand the difficulty in predicting the next 100 years, we have to understand how difficult it would have been for the people in the year 1900 to predict the technology of the year 2000. What kind of technology do you see in the year 2100?
Well, I've been talking about this a lot in my seminars and other things like that, but to be honest with you, I think in about 100 years we're going to have flying cars, we're not going to have anything made of paper unless it's made of electric, and there'll be plenty of things for people to do that they can't do now, such as they'll be able to hover, they'll be able to bother, and they'll be able to smother. Mother?
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah.
Keith, where did you get this fucking bloke from?
Mate, I don't
That doesn't
know.
sound like Mitchell.
He's answering
Keith.
questions like listen. I think.
Keith,
I think.
Mitchell Kaku wouldn't say they'd be able to hover, they'd be able to bother, and they'd be able to fucking smother, would he? Look at him, he's an eminent fucking physicist.
Keith! Keith!
Okay.
You bring me on here. I'm an eminent physicist,
Mitchell, if you
and
could,
then I'm not here to be derided, Keith.
Okay.
I got plenty of things to be getting on with.
listen, guys, we're going to go to an advert break and we'll be right back with Dr. Michio Kaku and some more fantastic questions after this break on the 665.
Davros, get off my tapioca. Davros, off the tapioca and get your cheeky Daleks off my semolina. I know what they've been up to. Hello everybody, it's TV's Tom Baker. Yeah, Tom Baker, Doctor Who off the telly. Are you alright everybody? Good. Yeah, look, I want to speak to you today about a much overlooked facet of what I call society. It's the Midlands fishmongers. That's right, the mongers of fish from the Midlands area, the landlocked Midlands area. How do they buy fish? Well, they struggle. That's what I'm here to talk to you about. I was talking to Stan Offlethwaite, who's a Midlands-based monger of fish, who I know, and I said to him, Stan, how do you get by buying fish? How do you make a living? Well, Tom, it's very difficult, he says. So I said to him, Stan, how much do you pay for your haddock? Well, Tom, I pay £40 a stone. £40 a stone for haddock. I don't know how I get by. Well, I don't know how you get by either, I said to him. I said, why don't you think of doing something else? Well, Tom, I've been doing it for 40 years now. I can hardly retrain as a lawyer. Hey, we did laugh about that, me and Stan. Train as a lawyer. Anyway, so you see the problem. They really do struggle to maintain a lifestyle. They're getting ripped off. So buy fish. Buy fish now. Davros, buy fish now.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the 665 show. You are joined today by myself and Mark as per usual, and in place of Richard Smith, the eminent, the genius, and we are so happy to have him here, Dr. Michio Kaku. Just say hello again, sorry, Michio.
Hello there, man.
There we go. And Mark, I believe during the advert break we had a bit of a chat, and there's some another couple of questions you just want to quickly place to Michio. I was wondering if you wanted to do that.
I'd like to ask Michio this question.
Okay, go, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, Michio, yeah. You famously said we could be in the middle of intergalactic conversation with alien intelligences, and we wouldn't even realise it. What did you mean by that, Michio?
Yeah.
Well, can you repeat the question again, please?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, Dr. Michio Kaku. You famously said, Dr. Michio Kaku, famously said, we could be in the middle of an intergalactic conversation with alien intelligences, and we wouldn't even realise it. Can I just ask what you, Dr. Michio Kaku, meant by that?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, to be fair to you, Mac, if you think about it, there's the big possibility that over in the galaxies there's the life forms. And the thing about the life forms is they're going to have a different way of speaking. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the thing
I understand a different way of speaking.
Oh, yeah, I get that. Makes sense.
Yeah. So, let me explain to you, right? So I'm there. I'm walking down the street the other day, and I say, who's that? And I'm like, oh my God, it's Jackie Chan. So I go up to Jackie Chan and say, hey, Jackie Chan, I love your work. And he goes, who are you? And I say, I'm Dr. Michio Kaku. You want to come and see my thing? And he goes, man, you sound like my friend Chris Tucker. I'm like, I'm fed up with this. But anyway, we go and sit down, and he tries to teach me cribbage. And I don't know if you like cribbage, but I don't like no cribbage, right? So I'm there, and he's trying to show me the cribbage, and I don't get it. And he goes, it's so simple. I said, look, on a rudimentary basis, I get it. That's fine, but I just don't understand it. And if you think about that, it's an analogy for space UFO aliens.
Okay.
You agree?
What, eh?
Yeah.
Cribbage?
I don't. I mean,
That's what I said.
I don't follow them.
Cribbage. That's what I said. I said cribbage with a question mark. You can.
I mean, I understand that you probably work on a completely different level to most human beings, and your answers are probably, it's difficult for you to interpret your thoughts to us lesser mortals, but I think you're talking out your cock.
Mark, what are you trying to say?
No.
Keith, he's been all up
No.
in my grill all since I got on here.
No,
I
listen.
told you, I have to
Right, okay,
take the voice out.
yeah,
I
Michio.
can do my other voice. That's
No,
the one
no,
I have.
Michio,
That's when you'll see it
no.
on TED Talks. But this is my real voice. Deal with it.
No, we want you to be comfortable. And Mark, I'm sure you're right in regards to the fact that we probably just can't understand the way the doctor's putting it. Sorry, Michio is putting it, because it's it's above us to a point. I think maybe.
Well, yeah, it's certainly something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mark, you're perturbing me. You're perturbing me as much as perturbative string theory.
Let's see. It's string theory.
Can I ask you two more questions? Can I ask you two more questions, please, Dr. Michio?
That's what I'm here for.
Okay. Yep, we've definitely got time for two more. If Michio's okay with that, that's fine. That's fine. Mark.
Shit.
Okay, Dr. Michio Kaku. That's you, yes? Dr. Michio Kaku.
The one and only.
You've previously stated... Dr. Kaku, you've previously stated that the Xbox One used more computer power than NASA had at its disposal in 1969 when it put 2 astronauts on the moon.
True.
So tell me, have you ever completed Ninja Gaiden?
Look, it's true that there's been great advancements in putting motherboards in the computer games. There's a lot more power in them, and especially with organic motherboards and silicone, they're a lot more powerful. But let's not get anything wrong here. I had a PlayStation 3.
Okay.
I couldn't do Ninja Gaiden. I on an Xbox. I still couldn't do Ninja Gaiden. No one has ever managed to clock Ninja Gaiden.
Hey,
Whoa,
I've completed Ninja Gaiden, Dr. Kaku.
You're talking about my ass crack, you am?
You're nowhere, you Michio Kaku.
But just because I don't play no kiddies games like you?
Kiddies games, Ninja Gaiden, it's a serious adult challenge.
I've got to be honest here. Dr. Kaku, this is quite important to Mark, and I happen to agree somewhat. This is quite serious. I mean, I've got to be honest, I'm finding it hard to believe that the actual Dr. Michio Kaku hasn't clocked Ninja Gaiden.
Bullshit, it's not Michio Kaku. If you're Michio Kaku, I'm a Chinaman.
And he ain't no Chinaman. That's
No.
for sure. Yeah.
I'm not, Keith, I'm not, am I?
Well, no, you're not. As far as
No.
I'm aware, you
not.
have never been, or are not likely to be a Chinaman as well.
No,
I mean,
no,
I'm pretty sure about that.
I won't be.
Well, if you think about it, you am. And I'll tell you why. Because before the tectonic plates moved, everything began in Africa. And what was next to Africa? China. So, you could be.
Yeah, I can't. I'm sorry.
Bullshit. It's bullshit.
No, I can't be having
We've
this.
been conned. Are you paying this guy for this?
Well,
Are you using our budget for this?
yeah, a little bit. I mean, I thought it was.
How much?
What? It's about $4,000.
4 fucking grand for this.
But he said it was him. I thought it was him. You know.
It's not him, is it? It's not him. Listen at him. He don't. Okay, Dr. Kaku, where's Richard Smith?
I don't. Look, before we came on air, I was saying to Keith, he could have collapsed, he could have spontaneously combusted. He might be walking around a Mobius strip, in which case he ain't ever going to find the end. I don't know. It's all about spatial dimensions.
I'm going to get on fucking Twitter and find out where Richard Smith is.
You need to stop using Twitter to fuel your own conspiracy theories. This isn't good enough. You realise that?
What, coming from the man who's paid 4 grand for this?
I thought it was Dr. Michio Kaku. You can see how I made the mistake. You heard his first voice. His first
Can
voice.
see how I made the mistake. Listen at him.
Oh, have you got any more questions to ask him? Come on, I've got some bloody time to fill here. Just ask him something.
Okay. This is the final clinching question, yeah? If you get this fucking wrong, you imposter, I'll track you down and I'll beat 4 grand back out of you. You got that?
Okay, well, go ahead, boy.
Okay, explain string theory. Your life's work. Explain it to me.
Oh, you want me to explain string theory, do you?
That's what I fucking said.
Okay.
Well, I don't think that I want to.
Oh, come on. I mean,
You've upset me. I can't believe.
Every time I've seen you or heard you, it's always string theory this, string theory that. You can't wait to explain string theory.
I know all about string theory.
Yeah, sure you do. Come on then, enlighten us, Dr. Michio Kaku.
Okay, well, You don't believe me anyway, do you?
Well, it's very...
You want me to prove it to you?
Yeah.
I'll prove it to you.
Prove it.
Okay.
Okay.
Do it.
Yeah, well, you listening?
Yeah, we're listening.
Well, I hope you'll both settle in comfortably. Because here's my string theory.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Go for it.
Well, I'm going to put my other voice on now because this is one of my specialist subjects. And in physics, string theory is a theoretical framework in which the point-like particles of particle physics are replaced by one-dimensional objects called strings. Now, in string theory, make sure you're listening to this. This is the important part. In string theory, the different types of observed elementary particles arise from the different quantum states of these strings. In addition to the types of particles postulated by the standard model of particle physics, string theory naturally incorporates gravity and is therefore a candidate for the theory of everything, a self-contained mathematical model that describes all fundamental forces and forms of matter. Aside from this hypothesized role in particle physics, string theory is now widely used as a theoretical tool in physics, and it shed light on many aspects of quantum field theory and quantum theory. Now, basically, we've got to use this theory to link Einstein's relative theory to quantum theory.
Shit, it is him, isn't
Fucking
it?
hell, it is him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't believe
I
it.
told ya.
I tell you, it's on in the voice. This is why I have to put my other voice on.
I've got to be honest with you, Mitcho. It makes sense. Yeah, I would definitely leave it
Mitchell,
alone.
I'm sorry, I
Hey,
apologise.
gentlemen,
I do apologise.
Gentlemen, you've upset me now. I thought ever since I was bullied at school, and especially ever since Rush Hour came out, I've been having so much problems, so I've had to put this other voice on, and then it's been great. And I thought I could open up to you two, kindred spirits, put this voice on, but obviously you're as shallow as everybody else. And you've upset me. I think I'm gonna leave.
Well,
Oh.
I'm not coming back again.
No,
It's
Mitcho,
fair
we
enough,
need your
Keith. Let him
help
go.
to find...
Let him go, Keith. I've upset him, I
No,
understand
but...
that.
How the fuck are we going to find Richard Smith?
I don't know.
Gentlemen,
Is there any
Gentlemen?
satellite data?
Just shut up, Mark. Yes, Mitcho.
Gentlemen?
Yes, Mitcho, I'm sorry. Carry on, sir.
good day.
Oh! No, that's done that one, hasn't it? That's done that one.
But he didn't sound anything like him. He was talking shit.
It doesn't matter if he sounded anything like him. That was Michio Kaku. That was the last chance we had there. Finishing the show. Shut up. Right. Thank you very much for everyone for listening. Obviously, thank you, Dr. Michio Kaku. If you are still listening, thank you so much. We really use your help on this one. Mark, if you'd like to say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, fucking bye.
Good night, everybody, and thank you for listening.